Hello, everyone. There's something special about this one. There's a reverence to this video, and I'm actually kind of like I'm nervous to even start. Like for the first time like ever that I can remember, I had to take a deep breath before I hit the record button. Like it's that kind of reverence. So, uh, as we know, like close to a year ago this time, December last year, we lost Derrick Wyatt. Um, which is just like an absolutely terrible loss. Uh, I wish I was closer to him. Like I was an acquaintance at best. We did a podcast interview with him. We followed each other on Twitter. I hope at some level he enjoyed what I did, but I don't know. Yeah, and it's the kind of thing that makes you wish, like, how many times do I wish I had like reached out? How many times do I wish, like, just make that connection, just try to ask, like, at least like do something. And like I regret that so much. So like it did, losing Derrick hit me a lot. So um I started with this because last month, a shop in Burbank, California called Blast from the Past Toys started putting out the Derrick Wyatt collection. They were the toy store that ended up purchasing Derrick's Transformer collection, and yeah, it's just available to the public no matter what it was. So I thought this would be something I would eyeball, that I would just keep on the lookout and just see what other people grabbed. Like someone had a video where they went there when it first dropped, and not only did they get like the custom Wasp, the custom animated Wasp that Derrick owned, they got his loose Swindle, like Derrick's favorite character. So that was pretty huge. And like the dude made a pilgrimage to do it. So good on him. Good on him. Like if you go that far, you should walk away with something one of a kind. But I thought it would be something that I would spectate. But thankfully, I have a friend who is actually in the area pretty often. So thank you very much, Edgar. Without him, I would not be doing this video. I would never have had this opportunity. So thank you very much to him. I have a box sent by Edgar. Edgar has been nice enough to send me photos every week of what has been getting put out. As they sell more of it gets put out. And from last I heard, there's still like a lot that they haven't gone through. Derrick was kind of prolific as a toy collector, no surprise. Which also reminds me, shout out to David as well, who's doing the legwork to actually put this collection out. I may have found out I inadvertently inspired him to do it. So I have a small hand in sorting Derrick's collection, weirdly enough. So I think there's a rather appropriate that at least some ended up with me on some weird level. But yeah, these are the things that we have plucked out, and he's probably going back. I don't know how much more I would get, because yeah, you'll see. But I wanted to share in this moment because this is significant. This is what I would call the most important box of toys I've ever opened in my life, because this isn't just collectibles. This isn't just playthings. There's something with a lot more meaning and a lot more than just monetary value behind this. So, yeah, this is significant. First off, the box looks like it took a bit of a ding from FedEx, but nothing that I like worry about the condition of the toy, so that's good. There was a lot of debate over like how to get these shipped so everything would stay safe. Oh. Something I did not expect was in here. Hang on. There's a poster here that I wasn't expecting. Let me see what the poster was. Hang on. Oh, look at that little mini poster from the first movie. There's a bunch of them here. I don't think Edgar would have sent me like any like big boobed anime girls or anything. So hopefully like everything that's fine. Yep, yeah, the HasLab Unicron poster. I'll probably never own HasLab Unicron, but at least I can look at them every day. And ooh. Oh, look at that. Power Morphicon poster. I've never been because I can never get out to California just for a con. Getting out to California alone is already expensive enough for me. Alright, so we start out unraveling. I'm going to try and start with loose stuff, and then we'll move on to like the big stuff. So I wanted one loose animated toy that Derrick actually played with. So there is his personal Soundwave. There's no laser beak, but I figured that's going to be easier to track down. There were other loose options. Like, there was a loose lockdown I considered, but I figured laser beak is probably going to be easier to find than the part that was missing off of lockdown, which was his little engine gun. Yeah. Yeah, this kind of stuff. Like, I recently got the Takara version of animated Bumblebee, and really made me miss my animated toys. I sold them off years ago. It's been a regret for the last year because, you know, since we lost Derrick. So I want to regain a few of them. Yeah, here we go. Here's one no one probably expected me to get. Beast Machines Megatron. So, funny story. I had an entire Plastic Addict episode revolving around this toy. I asked a lot of friends to record lines for me because it was one of those really big, involved, like, parody type videos. And then after I had all of this, after I had all this scripting recorded, done, I lost my copy of this toy. I have no idea what happened to it. And I'm not the type to lose toys, so I don't know like where it went or why I don't have it anymore. So if I wanted to restore that video, I had to go and get another Megatron. So if that Plastic Addict episode happens, if I can recover all the audio and get some of the missing things thrown in, yeah, I can actually do that video now. So stay tuned. It's gonna be extra weird knowing that it's Derrick's Megatron that will be the subject of that video. And a little bit special too. Like I said, like we followed each other, but I don't know if he was actually a fan of my work or not. You know, he followed a lot of Transformer people. Let's see. This one. Beast Wars Snapper. I've been obsessed with turtles my entire life, but I don't know why I never owned the one normal turtle they did for Transformers. I do have it mint on card, but I don't have a loose one that I can actually mess with. So I finally have my my terrifying Terrapin here. See, this is one that I just kind of wanted to goof with, like, because that's a figure I should have had a long time ago. I will mention something here. So, I want to give credit to Blast from the Past Toys because a lot of this stuff is right on market value. Nothing got upcharged because it was out of Derrick's collection, because it came from, like, a notable Transformer name. You know, all of it is, you know, pretty much just normal market value. So good on them. Like, they're not scalping it just because it's attached to somebody that was respected amongst Transformer fans. We should have one more loose in here. Aha. A mold I've always wanted to goof with and have never gotten around to until now, which is Transmetal 2 Prowl. Our one Owl Transformer. Owl House Season 3 had its first special yesterday. So, like, well, no, this is Tuesday. No, it's Monday. It's Monday, so it's Saturday. 2 days ago. Sorry. I haven't had internet for 5 days, so my time is, like, all out the window. But no, like, So yeah, like I think owls are appropriate now. A little bit of chrome wear on them, but like I wanted to experience the toy, so I don't really mind that too much. And it's a transmetal. Like, what do I expect? I never pulled the trigger on this figure because I never could find it at a nice price, nor could I ever make up my mind. Do I want the white one or the black one? Okay, I've gone with the white one. So I want to dig into this one too, because I've always wanted to kind of like experience this mold, because it's one of those oddball figures that just like, I don't know why it appeals to me. It just does. All right, we're gonna get into major stuff here now, and it's major for a few reasons. I want to see what order it got packed in. Let's see. Okay, like, I think there's an obvious order that we need to finish with. So let me pull this one out first. So I don't, my camera is hard mounted to like this side of my desk. If you could see over here, you would see my carded Beast Wars collection. It's a lot of first year stuff, very few like trans metals or anything. So like, and it's just like anytime I get a chance to buy a carded Beast Wars toy, I generally go for it these days, because I just like, because it's like a fiction that I love so much, and because it's a toy line I skipped over mostly until they started doing trans metals. I'm like way behind, and I just like seeing them on card. I think it's really cool. So now we are adding a Fox Kids Waspinator to the collection. So, and here's where it gets a little bit special. So the mint on card stuff is actually marked from the collection of Derrick J. Wyatt. Like, the store does actually confirm that that is where this stuff came from, and that makes it that much more special, you know. And I believe, I haven't seen them in here yet, but if everything went according to plan, I should also have the receipts for these purchases, so we actually have proof that it came from Blast from the Past. So like so I have like some kind of authentication that these are like the legitimate pieces that Derrick owned. Jeez, I really like the look of this Waspinator with the gold instead of the yellow. Like, I actually really like how this one looks. This always made me laugh. Like, these were like so last minute that they still have like the Transmetal 2 cross sell on the back. Like, they're not even cross selling the other Fox Kids Deluxes. All right, so that'll be a first one for my carded section. See, it's gonna be the first Fox Kids one I have. Wait. Hang on. Edgar threw things in I didn't expect. The Transformers Armada, or I'm sorry, Micron Densetsu yearbook. Of course you would send me this one. See, there's an interview with Aaron Archer in here in Japanese, so I cannot read it. Wow, there's a lot of design sketches for the characters from the show. Design sketches for all the different mini-cons are in here. There's a Unicron. All right, here, let me... oh, there's the... Okay. Oh, where did this come from? Where did this come from? Oh, there's a label sheet inside it that looks like it's got stickers for Breakdown and Red Alert on it. What? What are you off of? What were you intended for? Because it's got Autobot, Decepticon, and a G2 Autobot logo on there. Oh, I'm curious now. I'm going to have to, like, put a better picture of that on Twitter, and someone's going to have to do the legwork for me, because that's weird. All right, where is he? Where is he? There's like little summaries for all the episodes in here too. Come on, where is it? Ah. There you are. The bane of my existence. Thank you. Thank you, Edgar. Like, I need to thumb through that a little bit more later when I got a little bit more time on my hands. All right. So, barring any other surprises in here, now is where we get into the heavy stuff. All right. So now is when it gets serious. So bear with me here. We are talking sealed animated products, and it starts with Ironhide. I'll be honest, like, this is the first one that got shown to me, so it's the first one I grabbed. And when I tell, like, I'm not going to disclose how much I paid for all this, but I will let you know that this guy was only 27 bucks. For a sealed figure from Derrick's collection, and it's a Toys R Us exclusive, no less, 27 bucks. So when I say, like, yeah, they're being super fair with the prices, yeah, they really are. Also, like, the cross-sell on this one is really sad because it's all the repaints we never got. Yeah, what could have been. All right, who next? Okay, that's definitely saved for last. Of all characters from animated to own, I feel like this one is like one of the most important. Prowl is like one of the biggest standouts, one of the best reinventions of a G1 character in that show. I think pretty much everyone loved Prowl in animated. You know, and spoiler alert, since he made the heroic sacrifice, I think it's all the more important that this one has some kind of reverence to it. Sorry, it's like it's hitting me. Like, there's something hitting me about all this now. It's like, all right. So let's see. Is there any other, like? Hang on. One more of these. Oh. Okay, there's the receipts. And there's the card for the shop. So, yeah, it's all up above board. He sent me a ton of pins from Power Morphicon. See, we got a Cobra keychain. I've got what looks like half of a bullet shell. What is that? Oh, like, I know he's a metal worker, so, like, that might be a piece off of something he made. And then we've got, let's see, 20-year Time Force pin. I've got, see, the Crimson Ranger. I've got some, oh, okay. And then, like, ooh, like a metal power coin for the Tyrannosaurus. That's cool. And then pins for, oh, God, Ninja Storm. Thank you. Can I think of Ninja Storm? Jeez, that's cool. Thank you. Thank you for that. Like, this is already, like, trippy enough without coming across things I didn't expect. All right. Here's a big deal one. For multiple reasons. I mean, if I'm going to own anything out of it, of course I'm going to go for Blitzwing, right? Of course I am. Like, I am the Blitzwing guy, so to have Derrick's personal Blitzwing is a very special thing. This one gets a little bit more special, a little bit more interesting. Let's see if we look on the back. This is a reference sample. I don't know who Eric Chen is, but he was someone involved in creating this. This is a pre-release version of Blitzwing. This is like one of the first production pieces off the line that Hasbro would have gotten for approval, and to send off to the people connected to it. So that is, in particular, this one is like a really cool piece to own, and to have that proof of that on the back is really, really cool. So that one's cool for multiple reasons. All right, and I think there's no other surprises in here, so I think we're just down to the last one. All right, so God, sorry. So Derrick was a fan of Transformers growing up. Absolutely loved the show. Obviously he did. It's one reason why we respect Derrick so much, is because he got to do what we wanted to do. He was the super fan who became a creator and got to basically design whatever Transformer he wanted. His favorite character growing up was Swindle. You know, like for whatever reason, you know, that's the one he connected to. So he lobbied really, really hard for Transformers Animated to include Swindle. And he got his way. So he basically got to create his favorite character for his cartoon. And here we go. So I didn't get the loose one that he played with. That went to the first guy. But this is the one I have now. Bubbles coming off the card a little bit, but it's still taped. So that is Derrick's sealed copy of Swindle, his character. God, I shouldn't have this. Like, I shouldn't own this or any of this. He should own it. Like, it just, like, I'm happy to have it, but it's never gonna feel right, you know? Like, there's always gonna be something about it that just doesn't feel like this is how it should have been. Like, because we should still have him. He should still have these. I shouldn't have them. Like, one of the reasons it was important to me to get a hold of things like this is because I didn't want it to end up, you know, bought by some rich kid who's just going to rip it up and throw it in the trash in a year when he's done playing with it. I didn't want it to end up in the hands of some collector who is going to throw it on eBay and scalp the price because Derrick's name is literally attached to it. I didn't want that. I wanted to, like, it's not just as much me going, I want rare stuff. I want Derrick stuff. It's more or less like, I want to know that it's being taken care of. You know, I want to know that his stuff is being treated with some reverence. So that was the goal here. It's like, I wanted to make sure, like, of all pieces to make sure get protected, I wanted it to be this one. Of everything that his collection could have had, this is the one thing that I would have been after. And I'm so thankful Edgar managed to get to the store right when it was available. God, this is gonna be. I'm gonna try and find a collector case for this. I'm gonna try and, like, seal it up, pin it to a wall, and not let anything ever happen to it. You know. Yeah, this was big. Yeah, like, so, like, you know, because I wanted to treat this stuff with respect here, you know, and, you know, the respect it deserves, you know, like, I even with this video, I kind of toiled over, like, do I monetize it and just, like, not put his name in the title or the description, or do I want people to know that I got a hold of this and where it came from, but I don't want to make money off of his name. I don't want to make it look like that. So I've done the latter. You know, I want you to know what I've got here before you go into the video. I want people to know that I bought stuff out of his collection, but I'm not monetizing this video. I'm not making a dime off of his name, and Out of respect for Blast from the Past, who chose not to upcharge it just because of his name, I am not going to monetize this video and try to profit off of the man. I just want people to know that, yeah, this was really special to me. All this stuff was. And to be able to be one of the few who get to say, yeah, I got something from Derrick's collection. Especially 3,000 miles away across the country. I never thought I'd get this chance. You know, so thank you again, Edgar. Like, yeah, dude, like, that's huge. I really appreciate it. And thank you to David, who's taken all the time to go through this and is obviously taking care of it while he does. All right, that's what I got. All I can do is say is I'm gonna take as good care of it as I can for as long as I can. You know, and if the day comes where I have to get rid of it, I'll make sure this stuff goes to someone who's gonna do the same. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you again to my friends who made this happen. And I'll see you next time. Guys, I am facing the most powerful enemy any YouTuber can face, the algorithm, and I need your help to defeat him. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. Every time you do, we attack that algorithm and we drive it back until it can no longer defeat this channel. Thank you very much.